Hello, my name is Garrett Nelli, and I'm going to be talking today about conversation taboos. In the text, Intercultural Business Communications by Cheney and Martin, they define conversation taboo as topics considered inappropriate for conversation with people in certain cultures or groups. They also state understanding intercultural business communication taboos and what to avoid can ultimately save a company's deal of a lifetime, or if uninformed, can lead to a dead deal. An example of this is my grandpa. He worked in Saudi Arabia for ExxonMobil, and his boss was a traditional Saudi man. And their tradition is to not talk about personal life. And my grandpa didn't realize that, so when he tried to talk about his family, to try to connect with his boss found it inappropriate and eventually transferred him to Libya. So this can just show the two differences between two cultures and how they communicate. And it shows the importance of learning what to avoid to say and what you should say in different cultures. So today I'm going to go over 3 different countries: China, Germany, and Mexico. China is one of the fastest growing economies and markets in the world, and we're going to be doing a lot of business with them in the future, so it's important to know what to say and what not to say. In the text, Intercultural Conversation by Winnie Chang, she says, when talking to Chinese people, it's good to talk about the weather, the beautiful landmarks such as the Great Wall of China, the landscape, and their history. Some things you want to try to avoid would be referring to China as Red China, Communist China, or Mainland China. They are also a very respectful people, and they respect their elders. So you should use titles when you're talking to them. If you want to receive any respect from them, you must show them respect as well. The next country I'll talk about is Germany. Germans love soccer and their national team, so a great way to start a conversation would be to talk about the club teams or their national teams. They also enjoy talking about international politics or international business. The major thing you should try to avoid when talking to a German is referring to World War II. It's still a sore subject for them, and if you mention it, you can get on their bad side quickly. And the third nation I'll talk about is the nation to the southwest, Mexico. The Hispanic population is growing very fast in the USA, and if y'all haven't already dealt with them in business, I'm sure you will in your future, and it's good to know what to say to them. The Hispanics are very family-oriented people, so to start a conversation, talk about your family or their family, and it'll be a good way to start it. They also enjoy soccer as well, so sports is a great way to connect to them. Things you should try to avoid when you're talking to a Hispanic person is the inflation currently going on right now in Mexico, and also the Border Patrol, because it's a controversial subject and you don't know who will be offended. Overall, it can be hard to determine what to say for certain cultures, so there's a few guidelines you should follow so that you don't slip up and make a bad impression. First, avoid talking about religion or politics. It's a very controversial subject, and you don't want to initiate the conversation unless the other person starts it. Also, ask positive questions so you can receive positive feedback. And last, take cue from the other person. Let them lead the conversation, be a good listener, and be informed on a wide variety of topics, so if they ask you a question, you can sound intelligent when you respond. In conclusion, I want to leave you guys with a quote by Dorothy Neville that I think sums up the art of conversation quite well. It goes, "The real art of conversation is not only to say the right thing in the right place, but leave unsaid the wrong thing at the tempting moment." Thank you.